Did I get a food poisoning from raw mussels yesterday? Of course not, base science. 0 food poisonings, 300 days almost. Guys, give me some ideas. How can I get my tummy upset? Because actually, that would be very easy. Just find some poison and put it there in my tummy. My tummy would start to act up. So what is, with my infinite knowledge, I should have said, with my base knowledge and infinite wisdom, tell you guys what is the #1 health practice in this reality. I'm eating it right now. It's a raw chicken, of course, with the salmon Nutella 7 molecules that are still intact with the raw chicken that you destroy cooking the chicken. Stupid move. Very dumb move, cooking the chicken. Also making it so dry, so freaking dry, ruining the taste. But you also destroy the salmon Nutella 7 molecules that we have discovered here at Best Science. And that is the real reasoning why raw chicken is the ultimate health practice everybody should be doing on this earth. Just kidding, guys. But raw chicken ain't that bad. Raw chicken never hurt anybody. Never. Raw chicken is not gonna destroy your health. Raw chicken very neutral. It can be part of any good health program, I believe. Or maybe more science is needed. But here's the actual #1. Oysters. Just joking. Even though oysters are pretty good, and I have become a real oyster man. Just like raw chicken, eating oysters, very delicious. But no jokes anymore. 3rd time's the charm. What is the #1 health practice in this reality? You're looking at it right there. Fast. Go out there, out of this environment, into there, through the freaking window, jump off the balcony right now. Actually, don't do it. Only do it if you have good parkour skills and you know how to ukemi roll if you land and your balcony is not that high. You can do it. But go out there. That's the #1 health practice. Get out of this environment I'm filming right now. I'm making stupid moves. But sometimes it is just convenient to eat raw chicken inside of here and talk to you guys. But go out there. You see the place? That's the #1 health practice. Go outside into the nature. And even that's not good enough because that's still in the city. So you need to tippy. Get your tippy toes. Your walkie-walkies. Or whatever transport you're using. And go where the trees are, where the waters of the life are. Where the grass is green and the sun is shining. And even if it isn't, still go out. Even if it's cold, raining, dark, still go out. It's still better than this shit. Bro, nobody ever complained that they feel worse when they went outside to the nature. That's why we are so. Like we spend all this time here, and then we watch videos on YouTube, other people being in the nature, camping and shit. That's why Outdoor Boys is one of the biggest YouTube channels right now because they're always out. And he got a real good family. Now they're eating some garbage sometimes. That's not good. That's not the point of this video anyway. I love outdoor boys. But you have to go out of this man-made environment as much as you can. Spend minimal times in this man-made environment as you can. And as much in the mother nature. There's probably like a million different benefits. And if you want to go full deep on the sciences, like really grasp all the little scientific facts, why nature is the best, I would say the best one is a genius named Dr. Jack Kruse. I'm very deep into his work, known him for years. Now one thing you need to get over it, he doesn't maybe look the part. He has had extremely stressful life, extremely stressful job as a neurosurgeon, but he goes so deep with all the benefits being in the nature. So if you like that sciencey stuff, you can go check out him. If you don't need that, just go outside. You still get the same benefits. You don't have to know all the different things about the science. It might be interesting if you're that kind of person like I am, but also you don't freaking need it. Just live out there as much as possible. As much as possible, and with as little man-made technology around you. Even your clothes are man-made technology. Like everything you can think of, as little as possible. Maybe you can have a little knife or gun or crossbow so you can hunt. A little fishing rod or whatever. But you get my point. We don't have to go into the semantics about it. But yeah. What I like about Jack Kruse is he's 100% authentic, and you can almost certainly know he's not a chill, because he's a full champion of nature. That's always one of the biggest signs somebody's not a chill, if they really champion nature. Like he wants nature to sponsor him, not some supplement company, some AG1 or whatever. Better help, shut the fuck up. And he actually understands nature. That's number one thing when you look at all the influencers and what they are doing. Are they trying to make some hella cash, or are they actually trying to help humanity and people? So that's number one. Number two, he knows about tiny hats. He got a very good understanding of World War II history. So when you talk about those things like he does, that's a very good indicator. He knows about the medical establishment extremely well, because he's been involved in it and studied it very deeply. He's a very smart guy, like very, very smart guy. Has an incredible memory. And he knows science like better than anybody I know, probably. Like he knows. Now one thing I haven't seen him talk about at all is germ theory versus terrain theory. That would be very interesting to ask him about. Like he don't talk about the bacteria side of things and what really, well, he talk about, and now he doesn't believe in cause and effect. Maybe that's not how things actually work in this reality, although Sometimes it seems like that to us mere mortals, but it's more like probabilities. Like if you do these things, you're more probable to go into these certain directions, but nothing is absolute certain. This is where transmutation, placebo maxing, pleomorphism comes in. That's why it's so hard to actually make a cause and effect link in this reality. Like we can try, and me, like pretty much all of the influencers do it, and myself and everybody else sometimes do it, but you have to catch yourself and actually introspectively think that are you actually right? Like if you make all these connections, in most cases, if you have some critical thinking, some base knowledge, you can be pretty right, but you can miss still big points of the story. There might be multiple things affecting the cause, the seemingly cause. So it's a pretty complex thing, you know? But yeah, number one health tip, go out in the nature with the least amount of man-made technology with you at all times. Spend the least amount of time in these man-made environments as you can. Like I was talking about maybe 2 days ago, that with our technological knowledge we could make these freaking buildings so much more harmonious to our environment and be more connected to the natural environment. If we would, for example, make these glasses, so these glasses now block most of the UV light from the sunlight and most of the other light as well, the spectrums of sunlight. But if we would make these, I'm sure we could make some kind of glass or some kind of thing that we could see outside, but it wouldn't block the UV light. We would still get the benefits of the sun. Then we should make something like we are 100% of the time grounded when you're in any kind of building or sleeping in any kind of building. We could probably easily make these buildings and where we sleep that they are actually 100% of the time grounded. That would be amazing for us. We'd be connected to the earth like we need to be. That's just one of the benefits being out of the nature. But what I'm trying to say with our technological knowledge, if we wanted to, if we didn't want to make everybody freaking sick so we can make hella cash with their sicknesses, print money, we could, but we ain't doing it before we change this freaking system. Or you can also just return back to the nature. Also, I think that's why the raw meat community is doing so well and why it's so heavily censored, is because when you eat raw meat, there's something happens to you that I've been talking about. Maybe it's just because you're so. Also, when you eat a lot of raw meat, you start to maybe brainwash yourself, so to speak, to appreciate nature more. Like you watch nature type of videos and content that talks about nature more. But also I think there's some biochemical change that happens, at least to me, and it seems to happen to a lot of more people, that they eat more naturally. And it maybe doesn't have to be even raw meat, it can be animal-based foods or just natural food. That you want to be more in the nature and you want to get away from the technology, man-made stuff. They seem to kind of go together. And that's why many people in the raw meat community, they're doing pretty well. Now with some subjects, people in that community are still very close-minded. But it is what it is. You have to be open with everything. Even the raw meat may not be the answer 100% of the time. Sometimes there's other answers as well that trump the raw meat, the raw chicken. Anyway, that's about it for the day. Go out. Nature is the best, huh?